We're introduced to Yoshihito. He is an ordinary 23-year-old. He has no job and is really low on money. He also isn't dating anyone, which sucks as there is no one to support him. Yoshihito realizes that very soon he will not be able to buy any food. He comes up with a plan to rent out one of the rooms in his house. Yoshihito hopes to get some tenants very fast as he's running out of money. He's really tired and decides to take a nap in the park. Soon, he is woken up by a girl called Lily. It's revealed that she is actually his first tenant, but she has gotten lost. Yoshihito offers to help her and to bring her on a house tour. Lily and Yoshihito talk and they get to know each other. Soon they are attacked by a winged woman who is actually a vampire. It is then revealed that Lily is actually a werewolf. She transforms and attacks the vampire lady. The vampire is called Vivian. They stop the fight at some point and it seems that Vivian is also thinking about living in Yoshihito's home. The two girls do not get along at all and Yoshihito is shocked by all the revelations. Still, if they pay the rent, he has to accept them as tenants. The girls start to make a mess in the house as they constantly fight and argue. Yoshihito soon gets a mysterious phone call. He must leave for a secret location. The journey is long, but it might be a job opportunity. Soon, he reaches a totally abandoned village. The voice on the phone tells him to touch a giant pole. Suddenly, Yoshihito is transported into a different reality. He meets his new boss called Raven 12345. She is very mean to Yoshihito, but offers him a well-paid job. She reveals that she is part of an organization that keeps order in all universes. The organization especially focuses on strange, inhuman creatures and keeps them safe. If Yoshihito accepts his new job, he must protect these creatures and keep them as tenants. Lily and Vivian were his first tests, and he passed. Yoshihito accepts it for good money. When he returns home, he has a strange dream where a creature is chasing him in the forest. Yoshihito once again goes to visit Raven 12345. She gives him a special device called Space. This device will protect him, and if he dies, it will find him a new body. Yoshihito is then transported to a totally different world with 2 moons. There, he explores his new powers and gets chased by giant wolves. Soon, he meets the leader of the pack, a monstrous wolf creature. He manages to communicate with this wolf and finds his way back to Raven 12345. Soon after that, Raven informs him that he will have to go to Europe to find another tenant. Meanwhile, Vivian buys Lily a doghouse to make fun of her. Vivian gets into trouble as she has no money to pay the rent. Soon, the girls and Yoshihito all go to Europe by plane. Vivian has never been on a plane, and Lily makes fun of her money problems. They are all excited to meet the new tenant. The group arrives in a town located in England. Vivian actually lived there centuries ago. Vivian and Lily are excited to see their luxury hotel room. Vivian loves her hotel bed, and Lily eats all the food she wants. The following morning, they meet Nangong in the hotel lobby. He warns them about ghosts in a nearby castle. Later, Nangong introduces himself as a demon hunter. Vivian figures out that he is just a fraud pretending to be a hunter. Later, Yoshihito and the girls make their way to a creepy part of town with a lot of ghosts. There, they find rooms in a strange haunted castle. Nangong joins the group in the creepy castle. They meet the receptionist who seems rather strange. The receptionist gives them rooms and introduces them to the history of the castle. It seems that a rebellion happened here and many people died. Now, they are ghosts looking for revenge. Yoshihito shares a room with Nangong and Vivian with Lily. Soon, strange things start to happen. Yoshihito and Vivian go flying to find out the secrets about the castle. Soon, they're joined by Lily. They all go exploring the nearby ruins to find their tenant. After a while, they find a ruined building with a secret stairway. Yoshihito's space program tells him that the new tenant is below the ground. The trio go exploring further. The trio explore the tunnels below the destroyed building. All of them think that the entire place is creepy. Yoshihito really hopes to return home as he hates this new mission. Meanwhile, Nangong also shows up and tries to prove himself a real demon hunter. Too bad for him, he has no skills and constantly gets into trouble. In the tunnels, the trio runs into a merchant who gets scared of Vivian and her powers. It seems that other people are also exploring the tunnel trying to find treasure. Soon, Vivian has to use her magic to interact with a rune. It seems that the rune activates only at certain times. Vivian has a theory that their new tenant might be a powerful demon. Soon after, Yoshihito and the girls get ambushed by an army of undead soldiers. They now have to fight to survive. The battle with the undead knights begins. The girls all use a lot of their power to defeat the knights. Vivian tries to fire a blast of her magic at a giant red crystal controlling the knights. The crystal for some reason absorbs her magic. Nangong also arrives and tries to brag about his demon hunter skills. He totally fails and just gets himself hurt. Suddenly, the crystal fires off a giant blast into the sky. The skies part and a red demon is summoned. Lily starts to freak out as the situation is totally out of control. The demon then charges at Yoshihito and kidnaps him with Nangong. Vivian and Lily follow the giant demon. Vivian then tries to stop the demon with her powers. It's then revealed that the demon is actually the new tenant. His name is Yisakisi, and he introduces himself to his new landlord. Yisakisi uses his power to summon a meteor and destroy all the evil knights tenants in the tunnel. He then transforms into his human form so that he is more subtle. His human form is a giant, muscular man. Really subtle. He signs a contract and becomes the newest tenant of Yoshihito's home. Yoshihito is pretty tired from all his missions, but Raven calls him once more. On his way to her, he meets a blue-haired girl playing the guitar. When Yoshihito talks with Raven, he learns that there is a new tenant already on Earth, but he will soon have to go to a space station. Yoshihito then realizes that the blue-haired singer is actually his new tenant. Her name is Wuyue. Wuyue is also his guide on this strange space station. Wuyue is introduced to everyone in the house, and the girls take some time to get adjusted to her. Yisakisi is nice to everyone, so he makes Wuyue feel welcomed. Later, the entire group travels to Kuipa space station. There, they get on board a ship and travel to a distant planet. Things go wrong, and with the help of Yisakisi, Yoshihito manages to land the ship on the planet. Yoshihito almost drowns, but he is saved by Wuyue in her mermaid form. Yoshihito is once again transported to the spirit world, where he meets with the wolves. They explain a mysterious object to him. When he returns back to reality, he has to explore this new planet. Wuyue has to use her mermaid form to explore the ocean. Wuyue has to take off all her clothes to transform, which leads to an uncomfortable situation later. Finally, Raven shows up and takes the group from the planet. Raven reveals that Yoshihito will be given his own spaceship. Everyone is happy about this news, especially Yoshihito. He really loves his new role of a spaceship captain. Lily has started to act very differently. She is much more aggressive and her eyes are constantly glowing yellow. Also, she's in her werewolf form for most of the time. Lily keeps biting Yoshihito and the other tenants. They finally have enough and decide to get some help. The group teleports to talk with Raven. Raven examines Lily and realizes that Lily will soon unlock a new werewolf power and she is going through a transformation. The group all agree to go camping as a way to help Lily. They all have a lot of fun, but soon things go very wrong. Lily starts to transform and finally she achieves a new form. She now becomes a giant white wolf. Lily loses control of herself and the gang has to stop her. Finally, using Yoshihito's scent and Wuyue's siren song, Lily manages to calm down. Lily gets kidnapped by two werewolves. They hold her hostage in an abandoned warehouse. These two attacked Yoshihito and knocked him out. Yoshihito and the other tenants all focus on finding Lily. Vivian uses her vampire powers of flight to find her location. It seems that the werewolves who kidnapped Lily think that she was tortured by Vivian and her landlord. Finally, Yoshihito and the gang find the werewolves and a giant fight breaks out. The werewolf brothers are really strong, but so is Vivian. Yoshihito finally finds Lily and tries to rescue her. The werewolf brothers get defeated and decide to talk with Yoshihito. They explain that a prophecy will soon come true. All the non-humans will achieve their full power. Suddenly, soldiers invade the warehouse and attack everyone there. It seems that the soldiers attacking the monsters are actually demon hunters. They have shown up and they want to take down everyone. Yoshihito protects his friends with his shield. A giant battle begins. The werewolf brothers get really injured. One of them is barely alive. Yoshihito himself has to fight one of the demon hunters. He has to use all of his powers and fighting skills to avoid her arrows. Finally, he manages to knock her out. Later, Yisakisi faces off against the demon hunter leader. The leader is scared and tries to run away, but Yisakisi punishes him. Later, Nangong shows up and tries to protect Wuyue. His plan fails and he is totally knocked out. Yoshihito and his group manage to escape the demon hunters. The group all get some rest back home. In a shocking twist, it's revealed that Nangong and Wuyue are actually brother and sister. Their father was a demon hunter and their mother a siren. Nangong follows Wuyue everywhere and tries to protect her. This annoys Wuyue a lot and she always tries to avoid him. Suddenly, the electricity goes out and it's revealed that Yoshihito only has 8 yen on his account. It seems that none of the tenants paid their rent. The group then goes to meet with Raven, who explains that many monsters come from the dream dimension. Yoshihito and his friends all agree to explore this new dimension to find new tenants.